Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is comparing his country's bombing of Gaza to the US-led airstrikes in Iraq and Syria. He told the UN General Assembly that Hamas and ISIL are both seeking world domination. From New York, James Bays reports.
The Israeli leader's arguments were not new, but they were forcefully delivered. He focused on the brutality of ISIL and made a link with his own opponents.
ISIS and Hamas are branches of the same poisonous tree. Hamas is ISIS, and ISIS is Hamas. And what they share in common, all militant Islamists share in common.
After a war in Gaza in which over 2,000 Palestinians were killed, he attacked allegations that Israel used excessive force.
And these fueled libelous charges that Israel was deliberately targeting civilians. We were not.
Netanyahu made it to the very top of Israeli politics, in part because of his performance skills. To this year's General Assembly, he again brought props. This, he said, was a photograph of children next to a rocket launcher in Gaza, and he brought people. The applause in the chamber was, for the most part, not coming from the other delegations, but from his own team and from his invited guests. Earlier this year, the US was brokering peace talks between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Now, after the war in Gaza, there's only a shaky truce, not even a proper ceasefire agreement. As Prime Minister Netanyahu left the UN, the peace process currently looks as if it's stalled for the foreseeable future. James Bays, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.